Hi there, sign of Gemini. This is Kim here to do your reading for you guys. This reading is going to be for your next 48 hours. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. And thanks to the people who have gotten private readings from me. I appreciate that. And I hope they've helped. My turnaround time is like 24 to 48 hours, FYI. And the information's in the description box. So let's get going. Asking that your spirit guides and your angels join us as we get messages for Gemini. Always to move them forward, keep them ascending, always expanding, ever, ever ascending. The vow. The vow. This doesn't just have to be about marriage, but it could be about making a vow. It could be about your vow to yourself, to your spiritual growth. Look, isn't that interesting? There's pearls here, there's diamonds here. The vow. And the self card is about the beautiful divine being inside. You can say it, but it's another thing to actually live it and believe it. It's slightly different. The vow could be talking about soul contracts too. And maybe a soul contract to yourself. Maybe there's something that we're fixing. Possibly. Let's get some modern goddess cards. So, the vow, either a vow or commitment that you're going to take, are going to take. This could be indicating a proposal or a wedding vow. It can indicate any issue with that too. Modern goddess deck. What do we have for Gemini? What do we got? Sekhmet and Heal. Or Hell. She is the guardian of the underworld. So there's something about death and a cycle. Let me look this up. Okay. Heal or Hell. See what it says, which one. Hell or hidden is symbolism is the raven skull or the runes. It says, I embrace the mysteries in my life. The name translates to mean hidden. She's impartial and she sees the truth. She doesn't care about excuses and suffers no fools. She considers the underworld to be her home and is happy to stay hidden because not everything should be visible. Tap into your intuition to see whether someone is trustworthy before revealing personal information. There you go. Keep your word and promises, even the small things you say every day. That's good advice. All right. Sekhmet. Strength. Oops. Sorry. I need to kick that. Strength. The symbol is obviously Leo energy, the lion, the sun, the eye of Horus, skulls. I am stronger than I may realize. See, I am stronger than I may realize. Sekhmet. One of the oldest and most powerful Egyptian deities. She is a warrior goddess, and the name means the powerful one. She is also known as the Scarlet Lady. Through her connection to blood, she rules over menstruation and has a special relationship with women in that sense. She can represent both war and healing. She's a fierce example of feminine strength and how it can be used to create or destroy. It says you're a lot stronger than you may think. You may be tested. You have deeper strength reserves that you can pull on if you are. It says just because you might fail at something, need rest, or require help does not mean that you are weak. Being strong means choosing yourself or what is right, even if others don't. This can represent the strength required to be honest, vulnerable, and open with yourself and other people. Name your fears so they don't stop you from moving forward. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so you are more powerful than you realize. You are more powerful than you realize. And you know what? I'm just going to, with this whole oracle card theme I've got going on, let's pull from the Real Talk deck. This is from Etsy, and then we'll get right into your reading. I promise I will get into your reading. Let me get a drink of coffee here. Kind of... Okay. I hope that wasn't loud. Something stuck in my throat. Okay, pray, show thanks and gratitude is an important message. It will strengthen your manifestation abilities here. So gratitude, expressing gratitude for where you are and what you currently have raises your vibration and shifts your focus from lack. So incorporating this into your practice can fast track manifestations and keep you here in the present moment. Beyond 3D with these wonderful 3D glasses, I remember those. Sometimes events and situations are beyond what we can physically see at the moment. Now is the time to trust that there is more than meets the eye. Understand that the 3D world we live in is just one aspect of our reality. That's true. This is true. Protected. Imagine being washed over by magical waters that cleanse and protect you. Set your intentions and move forward without fear. If you are fully protected, what can stop you? That's right, nothing. Nothing can stop you. All right. Listen to the heart. Like that song's come in my mind. Listen to the heart when it's calling to you. Listen to the heart when you don't know what else not knowing something like what else you can do. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I've been. But listen to the heart before it tells you goodbye. Roxanne. That's who sang that. Roxanne. Listen to the heart. Okay. Somebody's really been through some stuff. It might be you because this pearl is in this self. And this is your reading, Gemini. So it might mean like you've been through quite a bit. But it's just made you more polished and more experienced. It's what you did with the experience. How you handled it. Bottom of the deck, the star in reverse. Might be an Aquarius energy, but it might be talking about somebody within a commitment or a vow that you made to maybe an Aquarius or a Taurus. It doesn't have to be any of those specific ones, but it's disappointment. It is some disappointment, and it probably is somebody within a commitment. The challenge is seeing the victory that does lay here. Oh, underlying it all, we have self-reliance and the independence, possibly the I want to be single card. This goes many different ways for you all because they are upright, guys. So it's like something's good, and it might be just financial freedom for lovers. But okay, here's the card of withdrawing your energy, right? The 9 of Wands. Stop. I'm stopping. No more fighting for this. In the past, we have responsible. Practical. Something just made sense in the past. Now something might be changing. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to keep on going. Four of Swords, something gets healed. Well, but you are the director of your own life. So what it exactly is going to be like up to you. Leo energy that you're feeling confident, strength, Sekhmet. Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. Feeling like you're doing something kind of like all by yourself. What's really cool though is if you're waiting on a new passionate adventure or experience or love experience or something to do with creativity and really feeling excited about this wonderful opportunity coming your way, possibly with something you're really passionate about, right? It's what you're thinking about and it's what comes about. So that's good. And it definitely is what comes about. Seriously, the Magician. After some great disappointment, I will say, after some great disappointment, you get the Magician card at the end of the day. You have the Lovers here as the issue. The main issue was a challenging decision at a crossroads, and it could involve a soulmate energy. It could be a decision that you made to go off on your own here, and there may be still a victory to be waiting on a victory, or not talking to others. I don't know. There's something that's a really good, like you've done something, you've accomplished something here. Let's get this tarot deck, the original tarot, and let's go ahead and clarify some of these. Actually, let me get I want to use Light Seers Tarot. Yeah. Because I want to know first, who was a disappointment or what was a disappointment? Is it just a disappointing time in the, in life? We have the Fool, a new beginning. So here's the disappointment, right? That was your underlying. I'm going to put it right here so we can draw cards on it. The Fool is underneath that. So that's where we'll stop this deck at as far as reading. And then we'll go into the Light Seers. And first card I want to clarify is the underneath it all, there is some kind of disappointment. Stay with me to the end of this reading because, I mean, the Magician's good. The Magician's good. The Star, what's this disappointment about? Hanging in there and waiting. And this is like doing it all, too. Waiting on cooperation and someone never coming through. Someone never coming. Waiting. That's the disappointment. Three Cups in the reverse. Could have been a third-party situation or heard some really vicious gossip. All right. What is the Lovers indicating here? Because usually it's a really good decision, guys. Like you've made a good decision here. Yeah. Okay, we've come out of some kind of internal conflict that we were having. Possibly with Libra energy, possibly with an Aquarius energy with the Five of Swords. But we come out of a feeling of conflict. It's like we can't be lured into a fight here. So we're not lured into conflict here. I think we're agreeing on this new beginning, full energy. We're not conflicted on it. That's what we want. Okay, so that's not bad. That's good. The Nine of Pentacles here. What is this about? It could be about you and somebody else just getting like a lot of money or a windfall. It could, or it can end up being somebody who is feeling like they want to go off on their own. This is all about your story. This is your story. This is why I feel like the decision could have been to go off on your own, or it could be a decision that just has to do with a lot with money here. The Eight of Swords, a sign of financial prosperity here in your reading. The Eight of Swords makes me feel like something's holding you back from moving forward and facing some of your fears, as the Eight of Swords is really coming across as facing fears, and when you go to face them, you realize that some of them weren't real in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That some of the things you were afraid of didn't even exist in the first place. Oh, you can't even see that. Here. It's a mess. Oh well. We'll just, it is a mess. It's a mess. So what are you withdrawing your energy from? 2 9s. What are you withdrawing your energy from? There's that Libra card again, justice energy in the reverse. There's an injustice. There's an injustice. There's something that's off. There's something that's not right. Okay, it has to do with something that you're going to make right by manifesting. Look at that arrow. This injustice. It leads you to the magician role, where you have the magic and you make whatever you want happen. Because why? Because you're the director of your life. You've got the King of Wands. You're the one building this. You're the master builder. Yes, you may have a pull to do certain things because of soul contracts. And that might be what that's about. Also, this might be about breaking contracts because you are here on an accelerated, awakened state. You can change things like that. So what are we doing by ourselves? Or possibly not reaching out for help. Some of us need to be open, like this said, to receiving help when we need it, realizing that we're still powerful beings, but we can still accept help. Now you've got 2 aces, Ace of Cups, and it landed right on top of that Ace of Wands. So it's really wanting to come out and say that there is something special that is going to be offered to you and only you. There's either really great help around the corner or something that you're going to get as a gift from the universe for doing something up to this point all by yourself. All by yourself. Really grounded energy, really good energy. You get some rest, some R&R, relax, contemplation time. Ace of Cups. I mean, what can I say? That's the most powerful ace there is. Anything's possible with a big cup of love from the universe. So what are we healing? What are we healing? Possibly with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I have Aquarius again here. 6 of Swords, King of Swords, possibly a child, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So this is possibly you doing your research or observing how something is done. Taking the time out, like we're not doing much right here with this energy. We're really just focused right here on a different way of thinking and getting back control. So we're also focused on discipline and obedience to ourself. And we know this by knowing that we have to sharpen up our skills, our information, use new information. It can be dealing with authority or having a very serious conversation, hiring an expert or some wise counsel to help you, to help assist you find answers, finding someone to do investigation for you. Ultimately, what are you manifesting? Ultimately, what are you manifesting? Your Knight of Pentacles. You're manifesting your Knight of Pentacles, which is your money. So slowly but surely is the key. Overnight success tends to leave the same way. So that's not going to, show up, be helpful for you. The moon is coming in because there's changes and they might be maybe a challenge. The biggest challenge is moving forward when you have some fears about moving forward into the unknown. That's the biggest challenge. And of course that is for everybody. Yep. And mother issues, healing mother issues, past mother issues. And that's what I got for you guys. Sending you light and love as always. Bye, Geminis.